Boxing always has something going on, and these past few weeks have been no different. News comes from all around the world, and we have some very interesting things to talk about in today's video. The main topic is based around Tszyu's recent plan, so stay tuned to today's video as we are going to discuss going to break his ribs, Tszyu's plan to expose champ after ringside view of fight of the year. First up we have going to break his ribs, Tszyu's plan to expose champ after ringside view of fight of the year. It seems like Tszyu has given out his new plans to take down the current champion Jermell Charlo after being ringside for Charlo's champion era and being undisputed during it all. He really wants to take him down in the biggest way possible, and it is what Tszyu called the fight of the year. It seems like Tszyu is now next in line to fight against Charlo, and he has a plan to finally take him down for good. We don't know if this fight is actually going to happen just yet or not because of some scheduling issues, but their fans are more than ready to see this fight finally happen. The two had a verbal argument during an event not long ago, and it got very heated. Both of the fighters were screaming at one another and shouting obscenities. We can't really discuss their exact conversation here in this video as it's a little too rough, but this one stood out. Tszyu said he was going to break Charlo's ribs during their fight whenever it happens, and Charlo welcomed the threat. Clearly these two are going to destroy one another in the ring, and this fight could be insane because of it. They are both massive hitters and can of course take many shots themselves. We don't really know what could happen in their fight with one another, as it really could go either way. What do you think about this matchup? Let us know down in the comments section below if you think Charlo or Tszyu is going to win. Tszyu felt Charlo failed to capitalize when the pace dropped after 6 rounds against Castano. If someone stays at the same pace, it'd be interesting to see how he copes with it, Tszyu said. From round 6, that's when Castano was supposed to jump on him, but it sort of went the other way. I'm planning to break his ribs, just an accumulation of punishment and punches. He's never fought a style like me. Nobody like me. I'm not soft, let's say that. Tszyu is adamant he wants the title fight in Las Vegas rather than returning for a blockbuster fight in Australia. This fight is going to be massive if it ever happens, and it could be one of the bigger international boxing events of this year after Tyson Fury's recent match. Let us know how you're feeling about this whole thing in the comment section below. And now we have some other boxing news. Next up, boxing star promoters sweating over ties with alleged mob boss Daniel Kinahan. The name Dan has been going around the boxing world for a while now, appearing in certain promotions, and it was a little suspicious when Tyson Fury credited him whilst announcing his fight with Anthony Joshua for the undisputed heavyweight title all the way back in 2020. Daniel Kinahan is the man they are referring to, an Irish boxing promoter and manager. He has been deeply involved in boxing for a while now and was put forward for 2021 Manager of the Year by a member of the Boxing Writers Association of America. He didn't happen to win the award, but he doesn't really need to worry about that now. Recently at a news conference in Dublin, Ireland, attended by senior U.S. officials from the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Treasury, the Drug Enforcement Agency, and the U.S. Ambassador to Ireland, the government announced a $15 million reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of Kinahan, his father, Christopher V. Kinahan Sr., and his brother, Christopher V. Kinahan Jr. The reward is $5 million for each man. It was even said that it was a top priority to stop any organized crime in Ireland when U.S. Ambassador to Joe Biden, Claire Cronin, spoke on the matter. They clearly wanted to get this group gone as quick as possible because of its mob actions. Boxing promoters are now obviously cutting all ties to Daniel Kinahan, even if they didn't know about these mob actions. An investigation is surely going to take place within the boxing world to see who was a part of this mob and who was just roped in unknowingly. Let us know down in the comments below what you think of this whole thing. And now up next we have Vidal Riley versus Tommy Fury. Riley wants to be respected as a boxer, not an online personality. What was said to be the biggest influencer boxing match in the world was canceled late last year because Tommy Fury pulled out of his fight against Jake Paul. Clearly Paul was only taking the match for the fame, and that Tommy Fury was taking it all for the money Jake offered him. Paul was going to give Fury a lot of money that Fury wouldn't have gotten from boxing over his lifetime. With the advent of Tommy's pullout, many other fighters have been pitched against him for his redemption match. One in particular is a very popular British boxer by the name of Vidal Riley. Though Riley hasn't had that many professional fights, he is known for training KSI for his matches against Logan Paul and his first fight against YouTuber Joe Weller. Riley is an experienced boxer and has been in the sport from a very young age. Even though he is new to the professional game, Riley hasn't lost a match yet and is scheduled for another fight in the coming weeks. One fight that could really propel his career is fighting Tommy Fury. Because of their big followings online, this could actually happen if they both were down for it. Riley has stated in the past that Tommy Fury really doesn't have what it takes to become a fighter like his brother, or anyone else for that matter. However, when asked about possibly setting up a fight with Tommy Fury, Riley had some great things to say about his career. Instead of wanting a popular fight, he clearly wants to focus on his own craft and his career. Instead of enhancing his social media presence with a fight against Fury, Riley wants to enhance his skill and focus on fights instead. His promoters also had some choice words about the possible fight. He stated, but he wants to go the traditional way. He is looking at the British title, where Richard Riakporhe, Mikhail Lawal, and Chris Billum-Smith already are. Vidal wants to mix it with them. He wants to be respected as a boxer, not an online personality. But when can you do both? That's when the big fights really happen. Clearly, it's not off the table altogether, but Riley wants to become a well-respected boxer, not someone who fights for fame and money. What do you think about Riley's stance on a Tommy Fury fight? Should he not take an offer if it's presented to him? Maybe you think he has missed an insane opportunity. Let us know down in the comment section below. Finally, we have Gervonta Davis keeps his lightweight title after defeating Rolando Romero in the 6th round. Our final piece of boxing news comes from a recent boxing event between Gervonta Davis and Rolando Romero. Their fight against one another had been awaited for by fans for a while now, and the results were something incredible. During the 6th round, we saw Davis land a massive and clean blow against Romero, which caused the fighter to fall back into the ropes of the ring. The ref got Romero back onto his feet, but he could not stand up very well, so he called the fight. Davis wasn't looking so hot after that round either, and it would have been a closer fight if he never landed that blow against Romero. Davis had injured his hand during the fight in the 5th round, so the fight would have slowed down later on. This was Romero's first loss in 15 fights, and it's a hard thing to see happen. Two intense fighters going up against one another, and one had to lose. Clearly, some wanted Romero to win, but of course, Davis turned the fight in his favor. What do you think about this? Let us know down below. And that is the end of today's video. Boxing always has something insane going on, and these next few months show just how insane it can be. 2022 has basically just begun, and we already have some amazing fights to look forward to. With the future being so open for boxing, we could see another insane fight that no one is expecting, just like Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. What will you be watching, and who will you be supporting? Let us know down in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comment section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye!